This nipple like inverts slightly, and so we call him Winky. It's a boy. I don't know why. It's just like.
That was so much better than I could have hoped for. I could not have anticipated.
Oh, I'm just warming up, so. I'm like, remember when they were just like a little higher, but they're just. I can pull them up a little bit. They're still pretty adorable. Would you agree? I'm just kidding. Society has always been that we sexualize boobs, and even from a young age, that's what you understand sort of innately is like whoever develops first is most popular. If you have boobs, that means something. You are actually looked at differently and perceived differently. I moved to Los Angeles when I was 18 to dance professionally, and I got my first like professional dance headshots done, and I was wearing like a leopard print zip-up hoodie, and it was unzipped with like a bra. Yeah, this is so edgy. It's 2004. Beside like a graffiti wall, like doing a rap squat. I was like, whoa, like this is, ooh. And before that, I was like in dance photos like this with like a blossom hat on. And there was like cleavage in these shots. But that was what was gonna get me work, and that was what was defining aspects of my value. And so I think that was a hard thing to reconcile because I never felt like I was in my body or knew how to like be that person that I saw in that image. Bras, trapped. Caged birds. I think this is my biggest issue with the bra industry is that it's like you're wearing this fancy bra like for someone else. That shit pisses me off. I think bras are for us and we should feel good in them, not be marketed as this like sexy date night. We are very much conditioned to look a certain way, thin and have big boobs and good outfit and be pretty but not too pretty. Be outgoing but don't be too flirty. Be smart but not too smart. There's such a strong narrative of how we need to behave and act in the world. I started waking up to going like, well, is that my thought or is that someone else's thought? Do I actually have to be this, reasonable, people-pleasing young woman, or can I actually be angry? We're so dynamic as women, but I think society only likes us when we're just this way. So my boobs are fun, playful, exciting, winking, smiling. They're just like down for whatever, most days. My boobs grow like a full cup size on my period, and they become so painful that I have to hold them like when I walk. But they're really big, so they like look really cool. My husband wants to touch them because he's like, cool boobs, babe. And I'm like, if you fucking touch me, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you gotta be prepared for that. You really do. Where you are in your cycle and the way that it affects our moods and our hormones and our bodies is such a real thing. And so the idea of us having to be like the same every day, like you try. I think that Gen Z is having a different experience to some degree. They blur the lines a lot more in terms of gender, sexuality. They're a lot more outspoken. I think that they're braver, just more themselves, yeah. Much of my work is with teenage girls and young women. So if I want the next generation of young women to love themselves and have this connection with their bodies, then I can't be at war with myself. Like, I think that's why I have such a beautiful relationship with my body and myself, is because teenagers have such a high like bullshit detector, so they know if it's untrue. I have to walk the talk.
If your boobs made a sound, what sound would they make?
Sometimes when I come out of the shower, I'll do this like weird naked dance for my husband, and I just like do like a shimmy, but like smack, 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 smack. Sometimes it's this. It's like I'm holding boobs, but not my own, and I'm just doing this. Like I'm holding yours, and we're doing this together. This is going well, I think, okay. Normally I'm like, this is how I'm changing the world with the work I do, but no, this is just me. This is the left one then? Okay. Well, this is a nice marker. I'm Ali Maz, Lululemon's global yoga ambassador. I am the founder of Girlvana Yoga. These are my boobs, and this is their truth. Yay!